I don't think I can! Oh, hey, it's almost time for the flower festival. With everything happening so quickly, it felt almost like it snuck up on me. I don't actually remember what happened in the last one. Have you decided who you're taking yet? Spat. Right, I had to go with someone to the festival, but who could I ask? The only guys I knew were the members of the Normal Boots Club. Would they want to go with me? And which one should I go with? John was kind and caring, but I was a bit worried he cared too much about Jacques and the play to notice anything else. PBG was so easygoing, but something about the way he looked at me still bothered me. Ugh. Satch was mature and really smart, but he seemed hard to get close to. Or was I imagining that? Then there was Shane, who, let's be honest, he hated me. There was no way he'd say yes, but then again, he had started to warm up to me. Oh my gosh! This is a girl who's like, has nil confidence in the world. And then she's even considering asking a guy like Shane out. I mean, you go girl, whatever. Paul, of Continue? Popped into my head too. But the last few times I hung around him, he caused major destruction. Gerard was so caring and friendly, but I wasn't sure he was interested in me in that way. There was Jared too, but I looked at Mai. I couldn't do that, could I? Oh my gosh, what a scandalous hoe bag. Ugh. Well, I picked John! This is the moment! Whoa! I choose John. Blush. Oh my gosh, I can't stop it, Mai. Mai whistled. I see. Going for the big guns, huh? Eh? I always knew my Hana would reach for the stars. Now look at you. Up on... What? Wait, what? She winked at me. Well, go on. What? Go! Go get your man. Wait, you mean now? Yeah! Mai hit me on the back and... Mai hit me on the back and practically shoved me towards the door. As I began to leave, my legs turning to jelly, small pink... I thought I said boobs. Small pink blobs filled my vision. Wah! Go! Mai was tossing cherry blossom petals over my head. Go get senpai to notice you. Mai beamed at me. No time to talk, Hana. This is going to be your big day. You're a main character. Unless you messed up real badly, you'll definitely get a good answer. But shit, wait, this is the one where he wanted me to be a tree. I've messed up a lot, though. Just go! With a final shove, I was out the door. Now, where would I find him? Ah, it's finally happening! John was where he said he would be, in the theatre. He was holding Jacques and dramatically singing an opera song in a tone I didn't even think he could muster. A sad-looking first year sat on the bench of a piano, reluctantly playing music. I waited until a pause where the piano notes slowed, signaling the end of the song. John? Ah, what? Vejak. Yeah. I'm assuming that's what he's saying. Oh, Hana. He stopped and jerked to face me. A worse bird might have sent careening towards the chalk-marked floor of the auditorium, but Jacques stayed firm. Oh, I see. John cleared his throat and looked at the floor, receding from the opera mood. How can I help you, Hana? I wasn't expecting you. He coughed awkwardly. And I almost did the same. It wasn't my intention to stop you in the middle of this. Please, keep singing. I would... well, now that you're here, I don't think I can! I thought that's what he was doing. Were his cheeks pink? Stage fright? And here I thought John's only setting was his joke cracker. It was cute. I tried to hide my amusement. Well, I came here because it was my turn for a peach face. I want to go to the flower festival with you, John. Oh my gosh! This is so cute! A breeze came out of nowhere, rustling my hair and clothes while I looked intently at him. A stray cherry petal slipped off my shirt and danced into the air. How romantic! John turned. The pianist was making his quick escape through a door. I didn't need to create a draft. Sorry. His eyes flew between the two of us for a moment. Then he ducked out of the heavy door. I have an answer for you, Hana. But first I need one from you. Huh? Was this a trick question? John perched Jacques on his shoulder while I mentally prepared myself for whatever he was going to ask me. You never told me whether you wanted to be in the play. I think your talents would be utilized well here. But I'd be a tree. What kind of talents do I need to stand still in the background? I'll go to the flower festival with you if you agree to be in my play. I sighed. John didn't get it. No one wanted to be a tree. I'm disappointed that you think I'm only good enough to be a tree. Whoa! But I really appreciate the offer in general, so I'll take it. Thank you. Yeah, Hana, this will be your big break. I'll put you on the list for tryouts, but I can already tell your chances are good. Oh my gosh, the sky. Why? Why? Take a hint. Tryout to be a tree? John picked up a clipboard off the piano and tapped the back of his hand on it. I have a list of people who want to be trees, you see. I have to pick the best one. There are tryouts, callbacks, and then another round just to be sure. He really takes it seriously. I was defeated. But don't worry, I've already seen what you can do and I love it. Just come to the tryouts. Right, okay, I can do that. And I'll do whatever I can to make you happy with this decision. I would have gone to the flower festival with you even if you didn't want to be a tree, but I figured I could get both of us what we wanted. Blush, 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 blush. We're going to be spending so much time together. Won't that be fun? I know Jacques is looking forward to it too. Huh? It didn't seem like he wanted to go at first, but now that I knew he was just as happy as I was, I felt much better. Even about being a tree. So, Jacques and I will meet you at the festival? As the full force of the fact that I did it and he said yes hit me, I broke into a huge smile. Yes, that sounds great. Wow. I don't know what to think. I woke up late the next morning. The day of the flower festival. I was buzzing with anticipation, but because of that it took me forever to wake up. Now it was almost noon and I rubbed my eyes as I arose. Hey there, sleepyhead. Good morning. You slept even later than I did. That's impressive, Hana. I sat up in bed and something on the edge of my desk caught my eye. What's that? Oh, that? A letter for you. Came in the mail this morning. So I just said it. I scrambled out of bed and into my desk chair, ripping open the letter. Whoa, geez, calm down. It's not going anywhere. Turning away from her, I started to read. Little Blossom, I'll be from Dad. How have you been doing these past few weeks? I'm sorry, I haven't found the time to write. Your pa's been working hard lately, and I seem to go right to sleep when I get home. I know things are difficult for you here, and I hope that you're having a better time where you are now. It isn't the same without you here. I miss your cheeriness and watching TV with you, and most of all, your pink hair bobbing around the kitchen. Hana, I know you feel bad about the pressure this must be putting on me, but don't. I do this because I love you. There is nothing I want more in this world than your happiness. I miss you, Hana. Be strong. Your papa. Oh, very sweet. My hands trembled, tears filled my eyes. I hadn't written to him since arriving at Asagao. As many times a day as he crossed my mind, I'd just been busy with other things. Boys. He must be worried sick, and from the sounds of things, he was also depressed. Goodness gracious. I missed my father, I missed my home, I missed helping him. If I wasn't around to cook him breakfast, he almost never ate. This makes me sad. I just got the best news going out with John, and then all this has to come crumbling down. He kept saying it was fine, but he was getting older, without Mum there to take care of him. Hana, you okay? I wiped my eyes on my sleeve. Yeah, I'm fine. I miss my dad. I picked up a pencil and paper and began to write, trying hard to block out the tears. Eventually, Maya turned to her own work and let me be. Dad, I'm doing great. Oh, Dad, I'm Dad, I'm doing really great here. This has been the best change of my life. I have a best friend and I might join a club. I even have a date. You sacrificed so much to bring me here. I know I hardly gave you any choice with the way things were going. I was spoiled and I'm grateful. Wow, yeah, I want to know what happened. But you always did whatever was necessary for me. I miss you so much, but thank you. I know this was a huge sacrifice. Please eat well and take care of yourself. Remember, 2 glasses of water in the morning and 1 before bed, and have breakfast. Scrambled eggs are easy to make. Draw a smiley face on them and ketchup, just like I would if I was there. I'll send my love through that. So make sure you do that. I miss you. And tell Mum happy birthday. I think Mum's dead, isn't she? That's what I'm assuming. It struck me as a surprise upon getting to the festival that there were people other than Asagao students wandering the streets. Immediately I realized my folly. This was a festival for the town of Higabana. After all, not for the academy. The people ambled about happily, including quite a few of city folk, coming to see what must be a well-known festival around these parts. I smiled. It was nice to feel involved. I was like, what's that noise? My cell vibrated from the small pocket I stashed it into, and I ducked into a corner to carefully extract it. It's not a big deal, you can take your phone out. But I don't know. Hana, this is your number, right? It's John. I'm going to be a bit late. There's been a crisis. I'll get there ASAP. A crisis? No, John. What's wrong? I shot him a text back, staring at my phone screen for some kind of feedback. Oh, got a beep, sorry. After a few minutes, I realized nothing was going to come. Whatever was happening, he was dealing with it on his own. With a sigh, I turned back to the crowd flowing past the stalls. Now what was I supposed to do? I didn't like being around the crowds, and I was too worried about John to enjoy the festival, although I tried to take what he said with a grain of salt. John seemed likely to panic about anything. Even my being cast as a tree in the play was a life-threatening John seemed likely to panic about anything. Even me being cast as a tree in the play was a life-threatening decision to him. His very well-being depended on anything from what to have for lunch that day to ensuring that nobody in their right minds read romance. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Read romance novels and called themselves a friend of his. In all likelihood, it wasn't anything too bad, but that didn't help me worry any less. I sighed again and stepped into the flow of the crowd. At the very least, I could look around and see if there was anything interesting. I didn't actually expect to find anything interesting. But somehow I stumbled upon a fountain in the corner of the festival set up to look like a group of dancing sirens. They held hands, almost like they were actually moving with each other. Wait, one of them was moving! I crept hesitantly towards the fountain and the twitching siren. Jacques, it's you! Jacques turned to look at me, then dunked his beak into the fountain. Once wet, he shoved it under his wing. Was he preening? Curious, I crouched down next to him. Birds scared the heck out of me, and I didn't know why. I didn't have any bad experiences with them. None of them tried to kill me as a kid. None stole my favorite jewelry or pooped on my favorite outfit or tried nesting in my hair. It's the beaks and the claws, though. Maybe it was the aerial advantage. Birds were only a few technological advantages from becoming evil kamikaze pilots, dive bombing their prey without mercy. Yeah, without mercy. Maybe that was it. If a bird had the chance to be better than you, it would take it. It would take advantage of you. Or if it could take advantage of you, it would. Birds were savage, heartless creatures, as far as I was concerned at least. But then here was Jock, the most beloved thing to his cheerfully bumbling owner. Somehow he earned the heart and love of John through staying by his side even though, well, Jacques was a robot, so it wasn't really the same, was it? Ooh, hello. There you are. John dashed through the crowd, darting right past me and picking Jacques up out of the fountain. You know I hate it when you leave without me and go to the fountain. Really? You know how I feel about fountains. What if you fell in? What then? You should wait for me to clean you, not go all willy-nilly on your own. I wanted to look pretty for our date. Jacques' glowing eyes turned to me. Oh, and John followed his gaze. Hana? There you are. It's like I've killed two birds with one stone. Proverbially, not literally. Smooth operator, this one. I don't need your sass. Anyways, I'm glad we met up, Hana. How about we go get something to eat? Do you like dango? Jacques and I love it. I haven't had that since I was a kid. Yeah! Let's go for it then. I was prepared to have delicious dessert-filled dango that evening. I don't know what that is. Dango? I was not prepared to die of sugar-filled sweetness. I kind of want to Google that. Aww. Aww. I'm assuming it must be dango. Here, Jacques. This one's for you. What about me? John held a strawberry dango up to Jacques, who pinched the treat inside his beak. He didn't start chewing it or anything. Undoubtedly, as a robot, he could not eat. Instead, he turned to look at me, eyes red with glee. I thought Jacques didn't like me. I got a treat. Oh. You did. Good for you, Jacques. Happy day. John chuckled, popping a bit of dango in, it sounds so weird, I don't know, into his own mouth. So, how did you and Jacques find each other, John? That's a bit of a tough question to ask. Jacques' creator is a bit of an elusive man. I didn't get to meet him. But a family friend apparently had a bit of an experience up in Tibet. He came back with this bird and these huge bags under his eyes, walking like a zombie. He practically threw Jacques at me, saying he didn't want to deal with it. I still don't know what he meant by that, but when I booted Jacques up, there he was. A fully fledged robot with an autonomous AI and free will, able to form bonds and connections with people, with a functional memory bank and a hot chunk of sass to boot. He stroked the top of Jacques' head, who didn't seem to be interested in his own story. We had a lot of adventures after that, you could say. I got into a few scrapes. Jacques got me into a few scrapes. I resent that. But he's always been by my side. He's what's got me to Asagao. He's what... I need to sneeze. He's what made me interested in electronics. He's what kept me sane and feeling like I mattered. Oh! John stopped. Anyways... Don't you have something like that? Something you love more than anything else? You! I guess. My dad. Really? Usually people aren't too keen on their parents. How immature. No, my dad is the best. He's an artist, a sculptor. He makes pottery and runs his own shop all by himself. Even after my mum passed away. I knew it! John's face fell and I stopped in my tracks. Anyway, he sacrificed everything for me over the years. I'm the most important thing to him and he's the most important thing to me. I miss him so much. Well, if he runs his own business, he probably keeps busy. He can afford to send you to Asagao, after all. What? I don't understand that. John laughed heartily, and a pang shot to my gut. You mean, you can't tell? Tell what? I frowned, not really sure whether I was happy or sad. I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, okay, I see. I'm not rich like you people here. You people? Yeah. Just you people. You people? Damn, those are some strong words. Well, I'm just saying. Asagao serves steak every lunch for Wednesday. Actual steak. Yeah, and? That's not normal. My dad and I eat ramen half the nights of the week, and I help him in the shop all day when I'm at home. I've never owned a game console. We only have one 7-year-old computer that we split between the two of us. I use bus passes to go anywhere. Okay, sorry. You seem kind of stressed. Man, what sort of date is this? I'm getting all stressed out myself. Yeah, well, being around all this luxury is more unnerving than relaxing. Half the time I'm afraid I'm going to break something or get a stain on my uniform. If that happens, I'll just have to wear it for the rest of the year. We can't afford to replace it. Well, she did get a stain on her uniform and it was all resolved, wasn't it, Hana? The ice cream incident. Oh, okay. Yeah, that. So wait, you work in your dad's shop. You don't go to school. No, I go to school too. I was in school the whole time. I just meet on weekends. That sounds like it sucks. This is just This is awful. This is awful. Stop. He looked at the dango in his hands, then back at me. I should have paid for yours. Oh no! That's not... No, don't you dare give me that. What? It's only right. I don't want your pity. I guarantee you all the other normal boost guys notice if they don't treat me like a charity case. Just treat me like a normal person. Like you used to. Okay, this has only happened in the last, like, 2 minutes, Hana. All our titties are tangled right now. Okay, if you say so. We descended into an awkward silence, I can imagine. I shouldn't have yelled at him like that. Now things were weird and I don't know how to fix them. I should have tried asking Shane. I wonder what he would have said. No, Hana. Oh boy. John pointed at something across the way and ran for it. I followed him from a distance, unable to catch up in my restrictive yukata. Yukata. It's a bird! A stuffed bird! Win it for me, Hana. Cute. Me? No special treatment, remember? It took me 12 tries to win that damn stuffed bird. Even then I didn't win it. The booth manager gave it to me out of sheer pity. John accepted it with the utmost graciousness, and I resisted the urge to punch him in the face. Oh, come on, Hana, you don't have balls to do that. Don't even try. I'm going to take it to bed with me every night. His name will be Mr. Snuffles, and he'll never leave my sight. Never. I'm glad. But it was hard to stay mad at John. It was always hard to stay mad at John. Yeah, even though he's a bit of an idiot in this game. Chapter 2? Wait! Chapter 2! Chapter 2? I'm only in chapter 1! I'm going to stop it here. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. That was only chapter 2. That was only chapter 1. This is going to be a long game.